Okay, gonna try something new here on this one. This is the one that's gonna be in this video. I'm gonna try to have the entire build all put together in clips. Basically, the only thing I've done so far is to strip the chrome parts. These were the chrome trees. Cut it in half, put the whole thing in the strip tank, and this is what I got. All the chrome stripped off of them. They look really good, actually exactly as they are. This kind of a dark gray, charcoalish type color. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I might leave it that color. Might not, we'll see. But this is step one. Hopefully step two is coming up right now. Okay, no, I decided not to go with the gray parts, the gray molded color. It's a nice shade of gray, but it's just not right for this. So I went with the flat black, or not, this is a satin black. This is a Walmart, just a household satin black. It makes, like anything that you want, vinyl or leather, really looks like vinyl or leather for the right appearance. Where like the door panels there look like leather now, and I'll paint the highlights on those. But otherwise, you know, it's a nice satin finish on the wheels there. And there's those custom parts. Same thing, I just think satin black's gonna look really good up against gloss yellow. And the grill there. And exhaust tips, I'm doing that too. And then the big satin black chassis is gonna look great up against, I think, gonna look good up against the gloss yellow underside of this car. But time will tell. The body, of course, I mess up the paint job every time on the first try. So the whole body and all the body pieces are in the strip tank. Okay, third update. What I've done here now is I've painted all the bottom parts of all the body parts. They're all going to be done in yellow. And it's really important to do the underside of these really before you do the top side, because overspray doesn't look that bad on the bottom, but it looks really bad on the top. But it's always important to remember to spray the bottoms of these, because when you get all done and you'll notice that you didn't paint something, is always really hard to get in there with a brush and paint it that way. It's better to just have it all done. And I've painted a lot of parts gloss black, which is kind of an idea. I had to have kind of a two-tone black for the black and yellow. A lot of satin black parts, a lot of interior parts are all satin black, the chassis satin black, and so on, which I just showed. And then there's going to be a lot of gloss black parts to kind of do a contrast. And it's just an idea. I don't know if it's really going to look good, but I hope so, because I've already done it. Next step is going to be prep the body parts for paint on the top, the real paint, the actual paint job, which for me is the most exciting part. And that is gonna be next. Okay, here we go. Now we're finally getting somewhere. We're painting the top now. Flipped them over and done the actual paint job, and it came out quite good. Very happy with it. This is the tester's yellow, just straight up yellow enamel in the spray can. And this is 3 coats of yellow, and then 2 coats of the gloss coat. And the way I do these, there's no rubbing or buffing, there's no polishing that happened here. Basically, you just give it about 20 minutes in between coats, and you do a thing called flash coating, and it ends up getting built up really, really thick and takes a long time to cure, but the result is, you know, really shiny and no polishing required. Firewall. These are some underside parts. Windshield nice and shiny. Here's the big main pan. It's the rear pan. Okay. And oh yeah, the fenders. It's really tricky painting something like this. This isn't normal for what I usually have, like a one-piece body, and to have to paint this many separate pieces is a little different. But it's all good, that's for sure. This is a really enjoyable build so far. It's a really, really well-made kit. Everything's fitting good. Oh yes, and you know it, I painted the engine and transmission yellow as well. It came out really good. And you know, at this point you can start to see how things are going to contrast really well. Satin black on gloss yellow, and it's working about like I thought it would. Really happy with it. So this is update 1. I've got everything painted now, ready to start assembling, and it'll be a little while before I get enough put together to do update 2. But this is where I am so far.